Alrighty, folks. So, shop update. Ain't done one in a minute. I've been kind of on a ram jam, working through things, getting things done. Excuse me. Brett's bike, done. Ready to go home. I'm going to do some street tuning just to work out some of the really, really low end stuff. But wide open, it's freaking screaming. It's good from about 2,000 up and about 5% throttle and up. But that little low end in and out of the clutch stuff is really hard to do on the dyno because there isn't good load. So that's what I do on the street. Went out, rode it around today. Had a small oil leak again. I put a used seal in where I had a seal failure and it wasn't the greatest seal. So I got a brand new one on the way. We'll get it rocking and rolling. Anyway, that thing made 408 on 18 pounds of boost. And that's where we stopped. We're not going to push anymore. We don't want to blow up that Wu-Tang Whistler of an on-3 turbo. So it's happy as can be there. Lowest boost it made was 220 something. I'll throw a clip in there of me making some pulls. It's the last max effort pulls. First pull, I hit boost cut. Second pull, I turned it down just a touch too much. Third pull, I bumped the boost cut up a couple PSI and went back to what the first pull would have been. Let's see. Got Bear's bike ready to go to a new home. We got my bike ready to go to a new home. Gypsy needs a chain link and a couple odd things. He's already got those ordered. He's got his new dash in there. And everything rocking and rolling there. And I need to get some pins on the way, which I'm going to order here in just a second. Williams Turbo, I've got pistons. I just got to go get the crank. At some point, either this week or early next week, I got to go down and pick up the cranks. I got 5 crankshafts down there. I do need to holler at William and tell him, hey, because I had to get his second crank checked, he does need to send me $50 for that. It's $50 to get a crank check. But his second crank was good. Surprisingly, the crank that chucked a freaking rod out is rolling true, round, within factory spec, and past Magnaflux. Answer that one. I'm amazed. In any case, we're good there. Amos chilling. Jimmy, Andre, I've got a mallet magnet to install and a few other things there. That's actually going to change up my control sets. I just thought of that. Well, that's going to suck. I'll have to rewire his control sets. I'll make that plug and play into the connector I already have on here, which is running over here. Yeah, easy enough. I'll get it wired in. Selfish. I'm supposed to have a wheel spacer on the way, so I can go ahead and put the wheel spacer on, and then I got to stop and grab a chain link, and I should be able to put it on the dyno and do some stuff with it. But really, there's been no forward progress on that bike because nothing's been coming, nothing's been ordered. Let's see, Ricky, his crank is good, so we're golden on that. He owes me $50 for getting the crank checked. This girl, I got everything to do it. Like I said, it follows behind the MS3 bike. Now, Eric's bike did get KO'd. You'll notice it's not in here. Eric's bike got put on the dyno, made 2 pulls. Tune-up was still freaking pretty good, but it was lean up top. Took fuel filter out, made 2 pulls. Tune-up was right back where it was. Cannot get that fuel filter to clean out, so I'm going to put a fresh fuel filter on it. That's all I'm going to do is I'm going to change the element for the fuel filter to a little bigger element that doesn't restrict as easy. He has some rust in the tank issues, but the filter's been catching it forever. And Scotty, I ain't heard much from Scotty. Don't know what's going on there. But that's what we got going on. So we got here in the shop, the On3 bike. Or not On3 bike. The On3 bike is Brett's. It's already done. The MS3 bike. It is on the dyno. And I'm working through some things. So there was some firmware glitches in that thing. Some serious firmware glitches. They had the firing order messed up and wouldn't let me use boost control where I was supposed to use boost control. They got that fixed. AmpEFI, thank you very much for the help. They've been getting through that. And they've helped me set up a comp table so I can tune in alpha N the way I'm supposed to with a comp instead of having to do speed density. Although it still runs like crap at idle. Still not convinced this engine is happy. But I'm going to put fresh plugs in it. We'll see if maybe that helps. That's one thing I haven't done yet is put fresh plugs in it. And that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I did a whole bunch of really fat pulls today, and I figured I was going to kill the plugs. Probably did, so I'm going to put fresh plugs in it tomorrow, and we'll rock and roll on it. Hopefully that mist goes away. I'm going to check compression while I'm there, because I'm not thoroughly convinced it's happy. I'm pretty sure in its lifetime when the MS3 failed, and he'd said it'd seen 20-something pounds of boost and a few other things, it may have nibbled on something. I don't know. Not 100% sure on that. I know the turbo's not the happiest in the world because there's oil leaking out of the turbo through the inlet. His is doing that too, but that's only after the 20-pound pull. After that, it was fairly chill. There's a little oil residue, but not near as much oil as there was at 20 psi. So that's what I got going on. For those of you who follow for the car, I'm not doing videos on the car, so you can either choose to unsubscribe or follow me for the motorcycle stuff, but I did put the new fender on. I got tired, absolutely sick and tired of hearing crunk, crunk every time I hit a curb with my left tire. Pulling into parking lots, pulling into the lot here at the shop. It'd go clonk, clonk. Well, it was the fender hitting the tire. So that fender's now in the junk pile. I did do a bunch of cleaning up outside the shop, for those who didn't notice. I still got one cardboard box to get rid of, but all the junk's gone out here. It's nice and neat. I need to go through and pick litter. But it obviously is raining at the moment. So we got. That's what's going on. I'm going to upload this. I'm going to go home. I'm going to shower. Probably watch a movie. Thinking Chamber of Secrets. I don't know. I started watching Harry Potter last night. I fell asleep in Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone, or Philosopher's Stone, whichever country you're in. I fell asleep as soon as they got on the boats. I didn't even make it to the Sorting Hat. And I woke up, and I had somehow played through all of the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, and was through almost the next Lord of the Rings. So, don't know how that happened. Don't know how it switched. Don't know what it played in between. I do remember waking up to Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, and then going back to sleep. But anyway, enough rambling. Y'all have a beautiful day. Figure I better slip this in there in the end for Kano in there and make sure he wasn't all nervous. I ran the compression check. It's perfect. I'm guessing fouled plug. Just looking at the plugs, I'm guessing fouled plug. I'm also going to throw a set of OEM coils in there I've got. No charge. I've just got mountains of them from freaking parts bikes. Because those Chinese coils might not like it. But the plugs look like shit. Later.